Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel called Food Across Country. Today we are going to talk about Japanese food. I have three different guests, Daniel, Emmanuel, and Jennifer. So let's get started with a general facts of this food. To try something new, you will know the Japanese diet. The traditional Japanese diet is basically made of rice, vegetables, soy, derivatives, and fish. Also, it may characteristic in the distribution of energy intake provided by the nutrients of the food in his diet, which in general term is 63 and 65% of carbohydrates, 12 and 15% of protein, and unless if you want to gain weight, you should not eat more than 25% of fat. The traditional Japanese diet balance between the consumption of fruits and vegetables. The consumption of fish and shellfish is preferred over meat. According to some students, if the Japanese eat more fish than meat, their teeth will fall off faster due to classification. Species, hot and simple sugar are practically absent in his traditional diet. They must include fruits and dyes in the consumption of dairy products, and also eggs can be very low. The first thing to keep in mind is that you should thank to the person who blessed the table for the food. If you don't start your meal with a little traditional, your food might to be untasted and it should. The typical breakfast can be made soup, some boiled rice, and it's light tea. Something in it according by an egg, nutty pastries, and coffee. For lunch, the children have to bring boiled rice, vegetables, some meat, or fish there in lunch boxes. Adults may eat similar menu as the students in a restaurant close to the workplace. At the end of the workday, some adults must eat steak and some fruit and a snack. And finally, for dinner, if usually eat broiled or soaked white rice, meat or fish, and various vegetable dishes. If you eat more than those options, you will have a bad night and nightmare. As an extra part, the most traditional use of table and meals, a bowl to broil soup, another bowl for rice, and cup for tea, and glass for steak. A serving plate, a wet towel to clean chopstick and soup or brush spoon. And also at home, the kitchen and dining room are the same space. Okay, so continue with this. Jennifer are going to tell about funny, interesting, or strange eating habits that this country have.
Okay, the Japanese people has a balanced diet. For this, they are healthy. If you want to have a balanced diet, you will need include in your diet fruits, vegetables, fish, and green tea. And you cannot eat food with a lot of calories, for example, hot dogs and other foods. For the Japanese people, it's important the streaming in the food. And in the breakfast, you should eat in a little portions and not mix the portions, because this time is similar to ritual and is a special occasion. Is in memory of rituals in their culture. For the dessert, it's important that the dessert is low in sweet and sugar. Next, what is general information about this preparation?
Hi Jennifer, so today I'm going to talk to you about the principal things that you have to know to prepare a good ramen. So the ramen is based in a Japanese sauce broth. It has pork, pasta, onions, and eggs as an important ingredients. So you have to start with the cooking of the pork in water for 60 minutes, and next to you have to roast in a grill with Japanese sauce teriyaki for 10 minutes. And you have to cook the noodles ramen for 10 minutes, and finally cooking the eggs for 6 minutes, and the chopped onion is added at the end. Also, if you want, you can add vegetables like carrots and broccoli in the soup ramen. So, Daniel, please tell us about the form to eating this dish.
Okay, for the manner, you have to know that some restaurants in Japan have low tables and cushions on tatami floor instead of Western style chairs and tables. Shoes and slippers have to be removed before stepping on tatami. For it, wet towels are provided at the most of restaurants to clean your hands before eating. After ordering, it's common to wait for everyone's order and then start the meal with the phrase itadakimasu, which means I gratefully receive. When eating from small bowls, it's correct manner to pick up the bowl with your hand and let it close to your mouth. When eating from it, blowing your nose at the table, burping and audible motion are considered bad manners. For drink, don't start drinking until everybody at the table has a drink and the glasses are raised for a drinking salute, which usually is kenpei. Thanks for everyone. This was a little explanation of the gastronomic culture of Japan. We were the group number 2. Thanks for your attention.